What's up guys, Ramsey here, back for another GodForge video. We got a bunch of news coming to GodForge, including this really cool dungeon boss. So in this video, we'll be going over all the news and all the details about a couple bosses coming to the game. Let's get into it. We still have a couple months before the game comes out, so if you don't want to miss any of the news, make sure you follow the channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss when I come out with new videos covering all the news. So before we talk specifically about this new dungeon, I just want to go over Simon's video real quick. Video from a couple days ago. He mentioned a bunch of stuff, so I just want to take a quick look before we talk about the dungeon. So here we can see the menu with all the different areas of the game. So dungeon is what we'll be talking about later in this video. He does speak about the tower as well, which I'm assuming is going to be similar to the caverns where you just keep climbing the levels. And he did share this, which is really cool. So we do have two different towers, one for the order and the other one for the chaos. So it's the two orders, like all the champions are either going to be order or chaos. And as you can see, you can only use the opposite type of champion. For the Tower of Order, you can only use Chaos Hero, and the other way around for the Tower of Chaos. So pretty cool. Can't wait to see what it's actually like. Then he does share some more stuff about the campaign. He did mention something very interesting about the campaign. That is, it's not gonna be a one-time thing where you just get through the campaign real quick and you're done with it. They want to make it an ongoing thing. So I'm very interested to see how they come up with that, because it just means that they're always going to be adding some content and some level to the campaign. So that could be pretty cool. Then he does speak about the arena again. We did see that in the previous videos, but this time he did show the ranking a little bit. And then he just goes on to showing some of the new champions. I really like this dragon right here. Of course, the scale is a little off right now. Keep in mind, it's all previews. Obviously, the game is not out yet. But yeah, pretty sexy champion right here as well. Anyways, a lot of cool champions being added to the game as well, since we were kind of limited during alpha. Now, looking at the dungeons, so it does go into a dungeon, and as you can see, there are a bunch of them. So we can see the 4 here, which we'll be talking about this boss right here, right after the Anwen. Not sure you say his name, but then there's another page right here. I'm trying to see how it goes to that second page real quick. Equipment, and then you can see a bunch of other bosses as well. Of course, Fafnir is who we faced during alpha, and then he's showing Hog's Hollow. All of them gives you gear stones and gold apparently. I think 15 stages so far, but yeah, he just goes on to show basically a preview of the fight. Of course, this is not like the scale is off, animations of everything is off still. But yeah, pretty cool boss. He did mention for this one specifically, you're going to want to use AoE champions, because you have all those totems here that you probably want to get rid of to be able to kill the boss. So that's one of the bosses will be able to face once the game come out. Now, looking at the new boss, so it does look like it's taken from one of the champions. I'm assuming Oda Nobunaga is probably one of the champion, and that's the boss version of it, what I'm thinking. Just a really cool ghosty like samurai, really cool looking champion right here. And we'll be looking at his kit as well. I just want to show you a quick video. So we have Hela right here doing her ultimate, and then the quality is not great, it's just a preview, but we can see the boss I guess using his ultimate as well. Bam, big old slam on the ground. Anyway, pretty cool looking champion, and as you can see, he has 2 minions next to him. So let's just look at his abilities real quick. So on his A1, attack all enemies based on defense and attack. 100% chance of placing initiative down 3. So it's gonna be very annoying if you were planning on getting your ultimate really quickly. Attack all enemies, places speed down 3 as well. for 2 turn. So for this, you either gonna want someone who can remove buff or find a way to not get the buff in the first place. So there are many ways you can deal with this. Then on the ultimate, remove all debuff and place his barrier on himself, reduce the divinity cost by 100. Keep in mind when we start the fight, the divinity cost is at 1000, so every time he uses the ultimate, it will be reducing it by 100. So basically here, you're going to be placing debuffs on him. He will remove them and then place a barrier on him. Ideally, what we can do is try to remove the barrier once he places it, because once he has it on, that's when it gets pretty annoying. Increase divinity by 50 when attacked under barrier. So again, it's just going to fill up his ultimate quicker, and then every time he uses ultimate, he's going to cleanse and remove all the debuff, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to try to try to remove the barrier or find a way that so that he can't place it on himself, and then heal himself by 25% of its max HP, which is a pretty big heal when attacking under a barrier. Same thing. The Shield of Shadow is immune to all disabled, so disabled will be control debuffs that stop him from playing. So that's pretty standard for bosses. You can't really control them. And on the other passive, has 50% chance to activate Conqueror's Blade, which is a 1 when attacked under a barrier. Again, the chance is reduced by 50% if the Shield of Shadows is not under speed up 3 or initiative 3, which will be what the minions give him, speed and initiative up. We'll always activate Conqueror's Blade when the desecrated daimyo's turn meter is reduced. So we don't want to reduce his turn meter, but what we're gonna do is there's a little blurb about how to beat these buffs, and basically we're gonna just want to nuke him down as quick as we can, go quicker than him, boost ourselves in terms of speed, try to avoid the speed down and the initiative down, and just try to put out as much damage as we can as quickly as possible. Once he places the barrier, as you can see with the passive, it gets pretty annoying with him increasing his divinity and counter-attacking and that stuff. So maybe we can find a way to remove the barrier, or again nuke it down so that we destroy it really quickly. Then that's the 2 minions basically. One of them is going to place a speed up 3 on the boss. The other one is going to place initiative 3 on the boss. And then when we kill them though, one of them will increase the divinity cost of the boss by 500. So that's great for us because it will be longer before he can use his ultimate. And then when we kill the other one, it will reduce the divinity all the way down to 0. So then the boss will have to build it back up basically. So we definitely want to try to kill them, or we can control them. We can actually control the minions so that they don't use the A1 and place the buff on the boss. Either way, I think it doesn't look like a very complicated boss. Either deal with the barrier by probably removing it, or just do as much damage as you can as quickly as you can, and that's that. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool looking boss though. Anyway guys, that's it for the news for this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.